The smart people on YouTube are making content that they know you're going to watch, enjoy, support, and you're going to take information and not be able to apply it to your real fucking life. That is the online music community. All the people that have views are good at making videos that you're going to watch, videos that are going to get views, like, yo, how I made $10,000, or how you can go and upload YouTube shorts and make $250,000 without showing your face. You're going to watch those videos, but they know you're not going to actually do it.
What's good, y'all? All right, in this video, I'm going to be talking about music producer influencers, their content, and what has it done for me. This video also was inspired by Dame Taylor. It was a video I just started watching randomly, and as I got to a certain part I thought was funny, I was like, oh, you know what? I should make a video about that. What have music producer influencers done for me? Got to give the credit to Dame Taylor on that one. Where the fuck is Dame Taylor at, man? This video is not meant to disrespect or talk down on or fire shots at any music producer influencer. This is my perspective as far as your influence and the impact it has had on my life. Just getting that out the way right now. If something is offensive, don't take it as offense. This is just my truth. Let's get it. First one is gonna be Timbaland. This one's a celebrity, but because of his online presence, he kind of got to go into the influencer category too. What has Timbaland's social media presence done for me? From his live streams, I've learned all about sound selection when making your beats. This is something I kind of already figured out before I discovered or before I started watching his live streams. I never actually participated in one of his live streams. I don't know why my instincts was telling me not to do it, but I really wanted to, but something was just telling me not to. I think I'm pretty good as a music producer. I just think my sound is different from what most people are used to or what most people are accustomed to. I think I pretty much figured out like sound selection, how to put the right sounds with what, like looking for the right snares, the right drums, the right levels, EQ and everything, not putting too much reverb, too many effects and stuff like that. So I think I had already figured all that out, because like when I was watching his live streams, I would hear certain producers and I would already know what sounds need to come out, what sounds they need to change. And while I was watching him reacting to those beats, I was like, yo, we both called it on the same things. Like that snare need to change, that 808 ain't it. But then there were some times where he'll say a beat I thought was fire, he thought it needed more work, stuff like that. So I was like, that beat was cool. Like I said, it wasn't the best production. I probably would agree on him on that. It wasn't the best production, but it still was a pretty vibey beat though. But Timbaland don't know everything, man. Nobody knows everything as far as that goes. But that's what I learned from him is sound selection. All right, the next person is Kato on the track. So what has his music producer influence done for me? I would say Kato on the track has taught me about simplicity. Make the beats more simpler and get more out of using less. That's what I learned from Kato on the track. The other thing I would say I learned from him is be more consistent with the content you put out. He's a very consistent content creator. Yeah, Kato, he be on it, man. All right, next person is Simon Servita. All right, so I haven't watched too much of his content. I have only watched, I think, 2 videos from Simon Servita as far as I can remember. But there's one thing, I actually learned something from him, like how to do something. Like this is the only person I actually watched a tutorial video from, and it was just to figure out how to make a drill beat. I had never made a drill beat before, and I just wanted to make one drill beat. That was the only drill beat I ever made. I searched on YouTube and I looked up how to make a drill beat. His came up first, I checked it out. The only thing I needed to learn was the hi-hat patterns. Like where do I put the hi-hats at? Because I know drill beats are in 4/4, but the hi-hats weren't in 4/4. So I had to figure out how to do the hi-hats. And he showed me how to do the hi-hats, and I looked at the 808s he was using, or how he was using his 808s, and I did that too. So I learned how to make a drill beat from Simon Servita. So that's what he's done for me. All right, the next person is DJ Pain One. All right, so what has DJ Pain One's music producer influence done for me? So Pain One, I actually learned quite a bit from Pain One. First thing that I learned from Pain One was how to run ads on Facebook and Instagram. That's probably the most valuable thing that I've learned from any music producer online, period. Appreciate you, Pain One, for putting out the videos on that. Another thing I learned from Pain One is a lot of legal stuff like filing DMCA claims and stuff like that. I was always worried about uploading beats on YouTube, and I still kind of am. But now I know that if an artist steals my beat and they release it without my permission, I can just file a DMCA claim and get it removed, man. That's honestly gonna be my game plan for like if an artist actually does do it. I'm probably not even gonna go through the process of suing and stuff like that. I'm just gonna file a DMCA. Hey, get this shit out of here, man. I don't even want it up. I don't want to have no convos. I just want it gone, man. You knew what you was doing when you was stealing my beat. I don't want it up there. I guess I could use it as a way to get some money out of them if they steal my project and they got it out and it did really well and they still want it out. I guess I can make them cut a check with that versus taking it to court because I ain't trying to do all that. Another thing DJ Pain One has taught me is work ethic, man. DJ Pain One showed me how hard you got to work in order to make selling beats online successful. DJ Pain One has also taught me that this is the reason why I don't want to sell beats online because it's just too much fucking work, man. I gave it a chance. Like, I don't think I could ever put out beats on the level that DJ Pain One was putting them out. He was talking about he was making 5 beats a day, uploading probably 2 to 3 times a day, new beats and stuff like that. I was like, I can't do it, bro. I ain't got it in me to do it. Like, I mean, I know if I kept doing it over and over again, I probably eventually would have figured it out. But it was like, there's something else Pain One helped me realize is that I actually started hating making music because of that. Like, because of how hard I had to grind just to put out 5 beats a day because I was trying to follow what they was doing because it seemed like it was working for them. It made me hate making beats. So I said, you know what? We just forget selling beats online. I don't want to do it no more. So not saying DJ Pain One discouraged me from doing it, but this is my truth. This is why, one of the reasons why I stopped selling beats. Another reason why I stopped selling beats online is because I just hated the business of it. Like, I got tired of seeing all those funnel sales. I got tired of seeing all those buy 1, get 4 beats for free, shit like that. Pain One is a very valuable music influencer. I would say Pain One is, to an extent, underrated, bro. Like, Pain One he's more valuable than people probably want to give him credit for. He should be bigger than what he is, my honest opinion. All right, the next person is Busyworks Beats. What has Busyworks Beats, music producer influence, done for me? Truthfully, I haven't learned anything from Busyworks Beats. I'm just being 100% honest, not being negative or anything. The only reason why I even put him in this is because he has such a huge subscriber base. But I've actually learned nothing from him. I don't think I've probably only watched one video from him. It was like how to make a Drake type beat type video or something like that. And then when I was listening to it, I was like, that don't even sound like a Drake type beat. Like, and I think that's why I stopped listening to him. But credit where it's due. His following is the reason why I'm even putting him in this. He has a big following, but personally, I haven't learned anything from him. So Busyworks Beats, if you see this video, no disrespect, no pun intended or anything like that. I'm just saying, honestly, like I said, the fact that you got such a big following and that I know who you are, but I haven't learned anything, I haven't had any interest of looking up anything from Busyworks Beats or anything like that, says a lot though. Like, this dude is extremely popular on YouTube, but like I said, I have no interest. I've never had any interest of looking at any of his videos or anything like that. Based off what I've seen from another influencer's channel that he has been to, I would say Busyworks Beats should make another channel and make it just strictly about marketing. I think he would. I don't know if he'll be bigger than where he is with music because he's already capitalized on that. But who knows? I think marketing content will be really where he would super shine at, man. But who knows, man? Look, he got 6.7 thousand videos on YouTube, bro. Like, he been working. He been putting in work though. I'll give him that. But like I said, I really don't watch his content like that, but I know who he is. So, and that say a lot. All right, the next person is Sarah Too Ill, or Sarah the Instrumentalist. So what has her music producer influence done for me? She has basically taught me to put out more projects. Sarah the Instrumentalist, she does not sell beats online at all. When I discovered Sarah Too Ill, it was around the time where selling beats online was very discouraging. I couldn't figure out how to make any sales or anything like that. And then I discovered her, and she talked about that she doesn't sell beats at all simply because she doesn't want to sell beats. So I checked out her catalog, and she has nothing but beat tapes out. She has a ton of them. So that's one of the most valuable things I learned from her is put out more beat tapes, man. Put out more projects. Also, another thing I learned from her is consistency. Be more consistent. I'm still working on that as far as putting out beat tapes as consistent as she does. I'm not sure if I ever get to the consistency she's at, but I've actually even bought some merch from her before. I think I bought 2 sweatshirts. That's what I learned from Sarah Too Ill is put out more beat tape projects. All right, last but not least is Dame Taylor. Dame Taylor, I would consider him the most enlightened music producer, influencer, and content creator out of all of them. He has the most enlightening perspectives that I have seen from any other music producer out there. But also a lot of what he says in his live streams and his videos, I agreed with so much of it. What are some things that I have learned or that has helped me from Dame Taylor? Stop putting compressors on your kick drums, bro. I do that now. I don't put compressors on my kick drums. Like I said, and ever since I stopped doing that, my kicks hit a lot harder than they ever have. Appreciate you for that one. Something else I learned from Dame Taylor that I never paid attention to, trash beats are hits. There are beats that are complete garbage, throwaway beats that are hits. Like Glorilla. Glorilla got some beats that are fucking throwaways that are fucking hits. He said throwaways are becoming hits, but you guys are whoring out the art, selling them for $25 and stuff like that. It's another reason why I stopped selling beats online, because I'm not selling no beats for $25, bro. Like, I put too much time into making this. I'm not about to sell it for $25, man. The only thing I got to say about Dame, like, I don't have no beef with Dame or no issues with Dame, but I think the biggest issue with Dame Taylor was, and I always say this to myself, is his expectations. Dame Taylor channel could have been so much bigger than what it is. His main goal and objective and his purpose is honorable. If I had the money to invest in it, I would, but I have sent some thanks Dames like once or twice. I really want to get that membership, man, but he charges too much, man. Like most other producers, most other channels, they charge like a $1 membership or $2 membership. He want $5.99 for like a basic and $24 for another type of membership. And I get it. He lives in California. Everything is much more expensive. Something else I learned from Dame Taylor is being more human. And that is something he helped me realize about myself. Something I already kind of knew, but helped me more realize as far as why I'm failing as a music producer. And that's the human element. I'm not what you call a people person. I'm extremely introverted. I really don't like being around people like that. I deal with people if I have to, but like, if the opportunity presented itself, I would probably interact more with people, building relationships to help further your career. I'm not really good at building relationships, and I already knew that. Like I said, that's something I need to work on internally and externally. Being a good human is easy. Like it's natural to me for me to be a good human and make good decisions and not fuck over people and take advantage of people. That's the easy part. Having conversations and stuff is difficult for me, especially with men too. Like I don't really like doing the male to male bonding thing. It's just not something I'm really into. Like even with my stepfather, like there are days where he want to go out to eat and just have conversations. I'm like, Pops, I don't want to go out to eat with no dude, bro. Like, can mom come along too? But he don't want mom to come along. He just want to have a man-to-man conversation. I'm like, man, I don't think I want to have a man-to-man, man. I just kind of like, just text me or something, man. That's just how I am, bro. That's something Dame helped me realize, is that be more human. The human aspect is what's going to help you be more successful, be a good person and stuff like that. So I get it, bro. I get it. I see where you're coming from. It's not just about the music. It's about who you are, how good of a person you are, how good are you at building relationships. I get it, bro. I get it. All right, honorable mentions. First one is Curtis King. I really wanted to put him on the actual list, but Curtis King kind of gave up on the music producer community, and I understand why to a degree. I don't understand fully in depth as he does, but I understand why. But out of respect, I'm gonna put you in the honorable mentions because he did put in a lot of work for the music producer community. So yeah. All right, next person on the honorable mentions is Bolo the producer. All right, this Bolo the producer is someone I just know of on YouTube. I haven't learned anything from him, but because of his music producer influence status on YouTube, got to put him on this list because I just know of him. Honestly, Bolo the producer is like someone that like I'll probably run into in the hood and be like, oh, what's up, my nigga? Oh, you make beats too, this and that. But he the one that actually made it. That's what I look at Bolo the producer as. So, well, then again, that probably is most producers. But anyway, He like the person I will probably run into the most. You know, honestly, this dude, he remind me of one of my supervisors that I used to work with at this job. It was an auto parts job. I hated that motherfucker, man. Little piece of shit was the reason why I got fired. He do kind of look like him a little bit, but I know it ain't him, though. But respectfully, my guy. But like I said, I haven't learned anything from him, but I do know of him. Every now and again, I watch his content. I think I've commented on a couple of his posts before too. Most of the stuff that he puts in his videos, I kind of already knew, and like I agree and I already knew. So that's what I can say about Bolo. All right, the next person is Beats by Jay Black. All right, now on YouTube, I have never watched any videos of anything from Beats by Jay Black on YouTube at all, but on Instagram, that nigga shit dope as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I've heard one trash beat that he does like on his little performance that he be doing. He is dope as fuck on the on the pads. Haven't actually learned anything from him. I had no desire in learning how to be a finger drummer. I didn't really care for being good at that. I just didn't see no future for me doing that. That's kind of a performance thing. That's his lane. Keep doing what you're doing. I fucks with it, man. But it ain't something I really care to do for myself. But yeah, pretty much, man, every single one of his Instagram posts, damn near every single one of them be fire, bro. One of my cousins actually tagged me into one of his videos. I was like, "What you know about Jay Black?" He's like, "Uncle Matthew, can you?" Or I don't know why my cousin calls me uncle, but she's like, "Uncle Matthew, can you do this?" I was like, "If I put it in the time, I can, but like I don't really care to do it though. But I mean, if I wanted to, I could. But like I said, Jay Black's dope. Like I said, I haven't learned anything from him, but like I would say, what I take away from his content, I would say consistency. Like just keep doing what you're good at. All right, that's all the music producer influencers that have had the most influence on my life and have done the most for me. I know there's plenty of other ones out there that I didn't mention. I either probably haven't discovered them or they probably haven't made enough of an impact on my life to where I can call them much of an influence in my life. All right, so after I've named all the music producer influencers, the real question is, am I any more successful? And the answer is no, not nowhere near it, man. And I'm not blaming them for that or anything like that. A lot of it has to do with me personally. Sometimes I feel like I just didn't work hard enough, or maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I haven't figured out enough. That's really the main one. I just haven't figured out what's going to work for me. And that's all life is all about, just figuring it out. Like I said, what worked for them may not work for you.